different spots. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
We go. You see it? You see it?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Sunday. Lion. Great. Two jet.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 55 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
We got. You see it?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Haloti Ngata.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Blue.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Michael Bannon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You see it? You see it?
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Flag. Hey, Buck. Check it backer. Safe. Hey, Buck. Lion.
Snap coming at 1. Now wins. Little reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. First catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
They're coming. Loose 5-7. Check. Crunch.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles finding some room at midfield. Darren Sproles, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 63 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second. Play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Throw left side complete. It's Burton. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Sunday!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Boy, shoots past him. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Hey, other side, solid. Great 57.
They hand off to their big tight end. And it's a fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 43 yards.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lock in. Lock in.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Trubisky. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Get on the point right here. There you go, we got, you see it, you see it? Gotta go. Yes.
Trubisky to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And now another one thrown incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be.
Let's go.
Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sunday. 82. Hey, stack. Hey, 74. Run.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Incomplete to Zach Ertz. And now off to the races down the right side. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Check 50. I'm bringing it to you.
Check, 59. It's a party.
Ram.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half. No, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Lion.
They'll begin the drive for the Giants. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Liz. Porky, 82, Porky. Hey, Gray 15. Black. Ron. 5'9".
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Gonna look deep for Jensen. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Down the man inside. For Tokyo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Here we go.
Sproles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hey, other side, solid.
Wide, get wide.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards.
Red, up.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Dragon. Fort Tokyo. Hey, Lou.
Play action. Now Wentz. Rolling to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the left side, a catch by White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check, butt sit.
Lock in. Hey, 18. What do you hide?
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help the offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go play action. Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And now here is another